Welcome back to Narrator Nerd. Today, I am going to explain an Indonesian comedy drama film called Too Handsome to Handle. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and stay with us till the end. The movie begins with the Moss family, who have been known for generations as the most beautiful family in the world. They are admired by many because of their beauty, and their beauty has helped them earn a lot of money. The eldest son, Okis, is an internet influencer. Because of his good looks, he has millions of followers, and people know him as a love guru who helps shy, low-confidence boys impress their crushes. Their father was a very romantic man who had given his heart to more than 1,200 women before finally meeting his wife. Their mother is also extremely beautiful, though she has some masculine traits, like a small mustache. Finally, we meet our main character, Kyulin, the youngest son and the most attractive member of the family. The family has gotten used to their life as people with good looks, except for Kyulin, who struggles to live normally because of his handsomeness. It has become a curse for him. His extraordinary looks make living a normal life nearly impossible. He can't go out without being chased by a crowd of women every time. Girls go crazy when they see him, pass out, pull their hair, and often get nosebleeds on getting a look at his attractive face. As a result, he has never had a genuine interaction with a girl. He avoids going out in public as much as possible and has been homeschooled until now. His only friend is his pet fish, with whom he plays cards and talks. His family watches him through a camera in worry. They want him to have a normal teenage life and try their best to help him. Okis frequently shows him pictures of girls trying to hook him up with someone, but Kyulin says he only likes girls who don't like him back. He wants to be loved for his character, not for his face. When nothing works out to motivate Kyulin, his family pretends they are in financial trouble, hoping to push him into attending school. One night, when Kyulin wakes up to drink water, his parents pretend to be worried about their finances. They dramatically declare that they will only eat scrambled eggs for breakfast until they earn enough money for Kyulin's homeschooling. He feels awful to be causing his parents so much trouble. The next morning, he tells everyone that he will attend school for the next semester. The family is overjoyed until Kyulin mentions that he will only go to an all-boys school. Although they would have preferred him to be able to talk to girls, they are happy to take one step at a time. A few days later, it's Kyulin's first day at an actual school. Okis drops him off on his bike, but Kyulin doesn't take his helmet off. He plans to hide his face all day. Ironically, this makes him stand out even more. Kyulin sits at the back of the class, but the school's bullied Sidi and his friends notice him. When the teacher enters the classroom, she too is surprised to see a guy with a helmet. She orders him to remove the helmet. Although reluctant, Kyulin has no way but to oblige. He slowly takes the helmet off in a dramatic way, revealing his face. But that plan backfired very hard. Instantly, the teacher faints and is being loaded into an ambulance. Her nose starts bleeding and she hyperventilates because of Kyulin's beauty. The other kids complain to the principal that the new student is too handsome to handle. Kyulin runs through the hallway to go back home, but is tripped by one of the bullies. They bring him to the school storeroom and introduce themselves as Tigatak, a group led by Sidi, who happens to be the principal's son. They ask Kyulin to help them impress a girl named Amanda, the prettiest girl in school, because she only accepts invitations from handsome boys. They assign an innocent guy named Kibo to help Kyulin and lead the way. Kibo has also been a victim of their pranks in the past, and is obliged to do whatever the bullies say. Kyulin and Kibo go to the principal's office to complain. Kibo knows what the outcome will be, but he still accompanies Kyulin. But the principal, who is also worried about his son refusing to graduate until he takes Amanda to prom, actually supports the plan. He thinks Kyulin's looks can finally make his son succeed. Since Kyulin's beauty gives him a chance to take Amanda to the prom, the principal wants them to do whatever the bullies say. That evening, Kyulin and Kibo decide to complete the task the next day and get rid of the responsibility. Now Kibo becomes Kyulin's first real friend, someone who doesn't care about his looks. The next day, they go to the girls' school, where all the girls are strict about allowing ugly boys to enter the school premises. When they notice Kyulin wearing a helmet, the entire school asks him to take it off. Within hours, news spreads that an accident has occurred in girls' school because girls are fainting and getting nosebleeds, getting possessed and jumping around from seeing one extremely handsome boy. The media addresses Kyulin as too handsome to handle. Amanda, the hottest girl and a model, sees Kyulin on TV and instantly falls for him, finally finding a boy who matches her beauty and status. Soon the news becomes huge and a crowd of girls gathers in front of the Moss family home. The family starts charging them money for a house tour. Kyulin, who is hiding in the streets, sees his family on the news. He realizes his family is using him for profit. He calls them angrily and says he won't come home. He is also forced to leave the school. Meanwhile, his pet fish dies because of visitors' carelessness, which breaks his heart. Feeling hopeless, Kyulin decides to end his life and climbs to a rooftop. He is now on the roof of a building, hiding from the maniacs chasing him in the streets. Suddenly, a girl appears behind him and inquires if he is going to jump off the roof. Kyulin looks at her in shock because she doesn't bleed from her nose or pass out upon seeing him. The girl isn't affected by his looks. She refuses to talk much and walks away, leaving Kyulin shocked but deeply moved. That meeting becomes the best day of his life. A while later, he calls Kibo, who picks him up and invites him to his home. He goes to Kibo's house, where Kibo's grandmother warmly welcomes him and tells him that he can stay there for as long as he wants. On walking into Kibo's room, he sees two rare collectible playing cards and is amazed by them. They bond over shared interests, especially collecting playing cards. The next day, they visit the girls' school again, and Kyulin meets Amanda to give her Tsidi's letter. Amanda pretends to be unimpressed by Kyulin's beauty, but after he leaves, her nose bleeds profusely and later she faints. Kyulin also sees the girl from yesterday on the stairs, but the other girls surrounding him do not allow him to meet her. For the next few days, Kibo and Kyulin do everything together and become best friends. One day, Kibo takes Kyulin to play sports, where Kyulin meets Riri, the same girl from the rooftop. Kyulin discovers that she is also Kibo's crush who he was talking about earlier. The two seem to be pretty close, which makes Kyulin jealous. He can hardly fall asleep that night because the feeling is new and confusing to him, so he decides to ask his brother Okis for love advice. When they meet the following morning, Okis breaks down crying tears of happiness. He has been waiting for this day to give his brother advice on girls. Okis teaches him how to impress a girl, but Kyulin still feels Riri understands Kibo better than him. Kyulin has forgiven his family for selling him out to his fans, because if that had not happened, he would never have met Riri. The brothers then go shopping for groceries, while Okis lists out the points of things Kyulin should do to impress his crush. As Kyulin follows Okis' suggestions, he registers he is far from knowing Riri like Kibo knows her, but he still doesn't want to give up on his first love. Amanda later invites Kyulin to her birthday party and gifts him an iPhone 15. Later that day, Kibo, Kyulin, and Riri go to karaoke. Eventually, Riri and Kyulin get to sing together. While Kyulin is excited to duet with her, Riri only focuses on Kibo. He soon registers that she also likes Kibo back. The revelation makes his heart crumple in jealousy. So when Kibo is not around, he bluntly asks her if she has a crush on him. Initially, Riri denies it, but when Kyulin lies about Kibo being in love with Amanda, her face drops. Her expression is enough to confirm his suspicions. After returning home, Kyulin calls Amanda and asks her for a favor. She happily agrees to do anything he says. At Amanda's birthday party, Amanda surprisingly flirts with Kibo instead of Kyulin and kisses him. Riri sees this and runs away heartbroken, not knowing it was all part of Kyulin's jealous plan to win her over. Taking advantage of her vulnerability, Kyulin confesses his feelings for her. Riri thanks him but claims that she never saw him as someone more than a friend. Even after conspiring against his only best friend, Kyulin gets nothing in return. Later, the bullies see Amanda kiss Kibo and beat Kibo badly, while Kyulin cowardly stands aside. Feeling ashamed, Kyulin takes the injured Kibo home and dresses his wounds alongside his grandmother. Only after seeing him moan in pain, Kyulin realizes that he has made a huge mistake. The next day, Kibo gives him a legendary card from his card collection that Kyulin had been wanting for a long time as a gesture of friendship, but that fills Kyulin with guilt. He confesses to everything wrong he has done until now, but Kibo is shocked and hurt by the betrayal and asks him to leave. A month later, Kyulin returns home. His family is very happy, but Kyulin locks himself in his room and doesn't talk to anyone. He is now depressed. Most of all, he misses his best friend. The two bump into each other at times, but never share anything more than a glance. At home, Kyulin's mother comforts him and gives him his pet fish that never died. She also tells him that he can go back to being homeschooled if that is what he prefers, because his happiness matters most. This motivates him to make things right between him and Kibo. The next day, he goes to Riri and tells her the truth. Following that, he goes to Kibo and tries to apologize. Kibo at first ignores him, but when asked about Riri, he starts to describe how much he loves her. Kyulin shows him that Riri was listening to him on the phone. That way, he mends their relationship, and in the end, the three become friends again. Few days later, they all go to prom together. Kibbo pairs with Riri while Kulin dances with Amanda. Then Kulin and Amanda are crowned king and queen. Kulin hears a girl comment that he is only mildly handsome and is instantly drawn to her, indicating the start of a new relationship. And here the movie ends happily, showing them all living a fulfilling lives. So friends, if you enjoyed the movie, please like, comment, and subscribe to help the channel out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.